Okay, so we've got our areas. We've just got 3 areas here, on there, and another one back down here that I've got taped off. The other thing I did, I used the sandpaper to scratch out as much more of the rust as I could, but it's very hard to get rid of all the rust. And just got the converter here, little paintbrush. I've given this a good shake to make sure all the components in the converter's mixed. And you're not supposed to grab or dip the brush, keep dipping it into the original bottle. But it's such a small spot and I've got it so clean that I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Now you can see that what I'm doing is I'm just painting the converter up to the edge of the paint. That's why I'm using this craft paintbrush, because you don't want the converter going all over the paint. It's just for the steel actually, and actually really it should just only go on to the area where there's rust, because it only works on the rust part of what's on the steel. But I just go ahead and I usually just go ahead and just be really careful and just go around the edges and stuff and paint that stuff on the whole part of the metal part, the exposed metal. So what I'll do is I'll go through all of the spots, and then I'm gonna go in over it again and do a second coat. And what you can do as well, if you're having really troubling rust to get rid of, you use the converter, you let it work, and it'll all turn black. You can see it turning black. You should be able to see it turning black. And you let that dry, and then you come back in with your scraper and you scrape all that out, because I find that this converter kind of grabs hold of the rust particles, and you're able to scrape more and more rust out. And you can do this over and over and over to get rid of as much of the rust as you possibly can. And bearing in mind we've already scraped out the bulk of the rust. This isn't what you want to do when you're got flake rust. You need to get all that flake rust out first, and this is when we're coming down to the fine stuff. And so I'm just going to go ahead and do that, and I'll get back to you on the next video.